Hello everybody and welcome to Luang Prabang, Laos. We've been here 5 nights now in this UNESCO World Heritage City and just having an incredible time. We've been on a sunset cruise on the Mekong, we've visited lots of temples, we've just done tons of walking around the city and just enjoyed the architecture here. It's really been amazing. And I wanted to give you a guide of the kind of things you can see and do here. And even though I kind of hate those top 10 things to do in a city, I thought, you know what, that might be kind of the best way to organize this video. So here are my top 10 things to do in Luang Prabang, and I hope it helps you if you're visiting. Enjoy. So this top 10 list is in no particular order, but I am going to start number 1 with walking, because it is just so much of what we did while we were in Luang Prabang. We just walked everywhere, and if you're able, I highly recommend that's how you get around. Walking along Sakhalin Road, it's so easy to see why Luang Prabang is a UNESCO World Heritage City. And at night, it somehow gets even more magical. Definitely don't miss spending time walking up and down the street side of the Mekong River. There are just so many restaurants and bars to stop at. Lots of boat trips you can do from here. You just get gorgeous views out over the Mekong. The main historic district is bordered on 2 sides by the Nam Khan River on one side and the Mekong on the other, and the Sakhalin Road just kind of splits right down the middle. So I recommend walking it all, and we're going to start off doing an evening walk around the Nam Khan River. But the day wasn't quite over. So one of the popular things to do in Luang Prabang is to go up to Phousi Hill at sunset. And so we're going to do this along with about 1,000 other tourists. We're also going to come up here in the morning just to see what a completely different experience. Let's see what it's like. I'm pretty sure we were climbing the stairs with every tour group in the city. And somehow it still didn't prepare me for the crowd at the top. But hey, it was an experience. So we're back here at Phousi Hill. This time it's in the morning. We're just going to see if it's a much better experience than it was at sunset. Then you can decide which time you'd like to go up. So the guy at the ticket office told me it's 328 stairs to the top. So let's go. So granted, the light isn't quite so beautiful in the morning as it is at night. Anyway, if you have time in Luang Prabang, do it twice. Come up in the morning for the views and more serenity, and come up at sunset for the crazy tourist experience. Well, this was a good idea. We booked a boat cruise with Ock Pop Cruises, and we're going to be motoring out onto the Mekong here and enjoying the sunset. And the boat is just lovely. They serve drinks, and luckily they don't have loud music like that boat behind us. Our boat, on the other hand, was an oasis of calm. Peaceful, friendly, and unhurried. And we just enjoyed sitting on the upper deck with a drink in hand, just watching the river go by, and the sun slowly setting over the Mekong River. One of the things you don't want to miss is the night market here on Sakhalin Street, where they block off the street to cars, and it's just great for pedestrians, and there's tons of shopping, and at one end of it is a big night food market. At the end of the night market, where they're selling all the clothing and stuff, they've got a big food market. And the food is actually really quite good. We've eaten here a couple of nights. Really enjoyed it. There's lots of different things to choose from, but I thought this Luang Prabang traditional food was a real standout. The traditional sausages and grilled pork were really yummy. An honorable mention goes to this stall that makes some of the best rotis I've ever had. And perhaps the best thing is they have my very favorite zero sugar lemon soda. Love this stuff. So I'm going to recommend the Luang Prabang morning market with a caveat. There's lots of stuff to buy, lots of fruits and vegetables and souvenirs, but my goodness, it is just absolutely packed with tour groups. Hot tip for the morning market here. The further south you walked, the fewer people there are. So head south. We headed straight to the restaurant at Ock Pop Tok, and it is beautifully situated right on the Mekong River. And honestly, I think it was some of the best food we'd had in Luang Prabang. But there was more to Ock Pop Tok than we expected. It's a living museum of traditional Lao weaving. We didn't catch the live demos here, but we did spend some time in their very lovely gift shop. Well, what a great place to come and spend a couple of hours here while you're in Luang Prabang. It's so peaceful with beautiful gardens. Lunch was fantastic, just sitting right next to the river, and so interesting to come and look at all the handicraft. One of the things I would highly recommend to do while you're here in Luang Prabang is visit the UXO Lao Visitor Centre. You know, Laos was one of the most heavily bombed countries in history. It was bombed during the Vietnam War by the Americans, and unexploded ordnances continue to be a huge problem in this country. And it's good to come and just get an understanding of what the Lao people experienced and what they continue to experience.
So the war here was really running secret. Pretty much no information on it was getting back to the public in the West for a good 6 years. There were rules of engagement in Vietnam that dictated how bombing could be conducted. For example, they weren't allowed to bomb any closer than half a kilometre away from a temple. But once they came over the fence into the secret war,
so if you're looking for something fun to do outside the normal historic tourist district here in Luang Prabang, you can visit the Phosy Market. And yeah, fruits, vegetables, all the kind of stuff that you need to buy at a market. And let's just go and have a look. So this is definitely the place to visit if you're looking for like a real Lao people market in Luang Prabang. Kind of outside your normal night market kind of tourist area. It's great here. A little bit of a live fish market going on here. And when you see these little coconut pineapple bites of deliciousness, buy them. You'll thank me later. Here we are at Kuang Si Falls, about 30 minutes outside of Luang Prabang. And these falls are so beautiful. There's about 4 levels. We're going to hike up to the top, and if we're brave enough, we're even going to go swimming. Continuing up to the very top turned out to be a very good idea.
What's up, Krista?
Lots of stairs. Okay, we made it to the top. How many steps? 542 steps. Says we burned 93 calories. That's not even a coffee with sugar. But there were just a few more stairs to climb. How's the view, Steve?
Wow, you see a long ways.
Okay, go for it, Lily. Oh my goodness, now I know why you didn't want to go. That is terrifying. Don't look down. Oh my goodness, there's more. You know, you think you're holding on for safety, but really no. So here we are at the top of the waterfall. And now, instead of going back down the stairs that we came up, we are going to head down the trail all the way back down. I didn't do much filming on the way down the trail. Let's just say the stairs are much easier. And we ended it with a chilly swim. So it's our last full day in Luang Prabang, and we're going to do something just a little bit different. We've gotten on the local ferry here, and we're going to cross over the Mekong River to go and visit Chompet. And supposedly there's lots of nice walking through villages, and we're going to try and walk up to a temple that's supposed to have a really good view. We'll take you along for the ride. So, super helpful. They even have signage. We're going to head to Wat Chompet, 1.2 kilometers. Kind of lovely just getting to walk through this village and see village life. And hey, the other thing is, you know, one of the things I always say is where there's people, there's snacks and there's drinks. And you can buy them over here, no problem. And sometimes a friendly invitation.
Good, sweet, fleshy. Haven't run into any seeds yet.
I thought it was a lime at first.
I did too, but it's just, the tree's just loaded with them.
Be careful if you're using Google Maps to get up to the Wat Chompet temple. It wants you to turn right and go down this little back alley lane to get up to the temple, where really you should turn left and just head up the hill, and then you'll go on some nice paved road instead of wandering behind people's houses. Both ways get you there. One's just a little bit easier. Oh well, we learn for next time. How much are the tickets up to the temple?
For foreigners, they're 20,000 kip, which is $1.40.
Sounds like a good
Canadian.
deal to me.
Yeah.
Wow, definitely worth it to come over here to Chompet and walk up towards the Wat Chompet. The views on top of the hill are just absolutely gorgeous. Looking back over the Mekong towards Luang Prabang. No tour groups, it's so quiet up here. Absolutely love it.